Okay, it's a little involved to use the Exfo, so I'm actually going to make a video because it would really be too difficult for me to write everything down. So in the Cal Lab, you've used this QoS recipe. Now, if we go and look under reservations, we'll see my reservation here. And so I'm using port A, B, and node A, B, and C, and node A is 5170. Now, in order for me to use the Caliant, I'm going to need to attach port 3, there should be a 3, on this node to the Exfo. Now, the Exfo port that I'm using is 461, and I know that this is 5170-7, and so I know that it's port 3, which is the port I'm using, is 413 on the Caliant. So if you go to the test set here and connect to the Caliant, you're going to log in with this admin and this number. And so I'm logged in already. Now, what you want to do is create a cross connect between port 3 on the 5170-7 to my Exfo 21B, which is what I'm using and which you'll probably use. And so I go to 413. And so this is port 3. And what I would see, it says that it's 5170-7 port 3. And then I would connect it to this Exfo 21B and hit add connection. So that's the first thing that you need to do. And then that will connect the node C to the Exfo. Now, the next thing that you're going to do is we'll go back to the Cal Lab and back to the test set. And the next thing that you want to do is connect to the Exfo using remote desktop. This is the IP address. This is the password, the add login and the password. Now, I actually brought it down so that I run it on my own laptop. You can download the code. If you look under files, you can download this remote tool desktop to your laptop, set it up, and then you're remotely connected to the Exfo. So I am remotely connected to the Exfo, and so I'm going to show it to you here. So when you open it up, the first thing that you'll see is this, and I'm using Exfo 2B1, so this is 2. So I click on 2, which brings this here, and then I double click on that, and that brings up the app. So here's the app. Now I'm running traffic through this. So let's stop the traffic right now and look at the setup. If we look at the test applications, I'm in the traffic generator and monitor. And if I look at the test configurator, this is where I'm configuring the traffic that I'm going to send. We spent a lot of time figuring out how to use the Exfo, which is why I'm doing this video. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do is I want to configure the streams of traffic that I'm sending, right? So here, if we look at this global, this will show me the streams. So on VLAN 200, I'm sending control traffic 120 megabytes with a VLAN value of 7, a priority of 7. I'm sending voice on 200 with a priority of 6, 220 megs. Video on 200 with a priority of 4. Data on 200 with a priority of 1. And so that's for one of my services in this lab. For the other one, I'm sending on VLAN 300, the same thing, voice, video, control, and data. And so that's being sent. And then I'm also sending the traffic to the IP port 1111, which is A, and it's going on VLAN 350 with a VLAN priority of 0. Now, if I wanted to change any of those, instead of hitting global, I hit MCP UDP. And these are the different streams that I just showed you. So now, right now, because it's orange, I'm on stream 11. And so I'm sending traffic from 11002 to 1111. Now, sometimes you'll have a problem where it's not getting through. What you need to do is make sure that you resolve the MAC address. You can send a quick ping And then this will show you that the traffic is actually getting through. So we can forward the traffic. Now for this is switch traffic. I'm actually, because I'm sending it through the network and turning it around, and I'm coming right back to myself. And so my source and my destination are the same. So the one thing that I have to make sure here is that my MAC addresses are different. And I don't resolve them because they'll resolve to be the same, but I want them to be different. So you have to make sure your MAC addresses are different, otherwise it won't work. And then here my VLAN, if you wanted to change your VLAN, this is where you can change what the priority of the traffic is going to be for this particular stream. So if we look at stream 2, it has a priority of 6. Stream 4 has a priority of 1, and all of that is set here. Okay, so now I have all my streams set up. If I want to turn a stream off, I can hit global. Say I didn't want to send the traffic on stream, or say I only wanted to send the data on this. If I hit transmit here, I'm not getting any of the traffic on streams 1, 2, and 3. So I want to hit streams up here instead of summary. And this is showing me how much traffic I'm sending and then how much traffic I'm receiving. So I'm sending it on streams 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And I'm sending the routed traffic on stream 11. So let's stop this. I don't need a report. And go back to setup. Hit global again. I'm going to turn 1, 2, and 3 back on. And then hit, whoops, not start. I don't want to hit start. If I don't hit transmit, it's not going to transmit any data. So I hit transmit. And again, I'm going to go to the streams. And now you've performed the lab, so you know that I should be getting 10 gig of traffic of control traffic, 20 gig of voice traffic, 200 gig of video traffic on the silver service, which is this service, and 170 meg, I keep saying gig, I mean meg, 170 meg of data traffic. And here I'm supposed to be getting 10, 20, 100, and 120. And as you see, this is preferred over this because we set up the preferences in the broadband scheduler. So this is just a quick how to use the Exfo and set everything up. So if you have any questions, contact Altair, Hashita, or me. All right, thank you.